Yo, what's happening, people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Roll On Roll Off, the podcast. Back again.
Trust me.
Marco, you already know. And to my right, I've got
Uncle Colo, aka Mr.
Believe.
You know what I'm saying? And, across from me,
You don't know it's Mr. Woo in the building.
Big Woo.
You don't know Ric
Big
Flair.
Woo. Big Woo.
Ric Flair drip, isn't he? Like, Offset, come in. No, I'm playing. He's in main number 9. He's telling me, lads, you look good.
I'm alright, man.
You're well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
UK Border Force.
we managed to get him back.
Was that the last time? Was that the last? Yeah, it was the last time, wasn't it?
UK Border Force, isn't he? He's back now.
Managed to get him back in the building.
I made it over the fence.
Your visa problems are crazy.
I made it over the
You
fence.
look like you just been released as well, fam. You look like a hostage that's just been released.
Listen, it's cold outside in these streets.
You actually look like a hostage that just been released, fam.
I was saying, was a bit nice
I
to you.
can't confirm nor deny these allegations, boys. But I'm good, boys. I'm here, man.
We here, we back.
Just
back.
done though.
We're
It's
back.
been a while.
Our century episodes.
Century.
Yes.
Century episodes.
One hundo.
It's a Hondo.
Big
100. So
100.
this one here,
What we
you know, we
doing?
haven't done a lot of football recently, so you know, we're gonna just catch up
Yeah.
on everyone, how we're feeling from beginning of the season till now, all that sort of stuff. Any questions, like what we're thinking, and
Yeah.
basically what is left, like what we're looking forward to for the rest of the season.
Because we're like halfway through now,
Yeah,
basically.
we're more than halfway through now,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you know, a lot has happened
Yeah.
since it was like
17
before
games
Christmas.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's like
true,
before
yeah.
Christmas was the last episode, so there's a lot that's happened since.
Trust
Got
me.
some catching up to
You
do.
know what I'm saying? So, it was to kick it off, as y'all saying.
Pick up a nudge.
With the team.
Where are we starting? Where are we starting in terms of like what we talking about?
Just,
Where do you wanna start?
I feel like I should just do like our own team and then like how we feel.
How we feel.
Yeah, basically from the beginning of the season till now,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They can ask questions along the way.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
cool.
saying?
Let me just get out of the way, man. Let me just get out of the way.
Don't rush it, man. It's alright. We got questions for you, boy. Don't worry.
Let's not make this segment too long, because you know what I mean. Sometimes we dwell on United a lot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think we dwell on United
You
a
don't
lot.
want the spotlight,
No, I don't want the spotlight. Isn't me? I'm used to it, but you know the ones there, like there's other teams that are doing better. Do you know what I mean? So give the credit where credit's due. Do you know what I mean?
So how do you feel like halfway through? Halfway through now.
Currently 7th in the table.
Currently 7th in the
32
table,
points.
32 points,
10 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws. 24 goals scored, 29 conceded. Minus 5 goal difference.
Inconsistency, like I said at the beginning of the season with United, you don't know what you're gonna get. Like I said, week in, week out. I think we've had good spells where you can see where we've played really good football.
Wasn't it November? Manager of the month, player of the month for November.
Yeah, we went
Maguire.
November.
Why?
Yeah, Maguire was player of the month.
And Ten Hag.
Ten was manager of the month. November was the highlight of, I guess, so far of the season.
Yeah.
I think
4 wins, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 wins on the trot.
Not that far off top 4.
We weren't. Obviously, I'm still sticking to what I said. I still believe we can make top 4, but
You're 11 points behind.
11 points behind. Who are 4th right now?
Currently,
Yeah.
yeah.
Currently 4th, 11 points. That's a big gap.
I know it's a big gap, but I still believe no one can't swift my mind. I've been saying that. I'm just saying that.
Are you
obviously,
believing with your head, pause, or with your heart?
there's been moments in the season where we've been close to top 4, but we just haven't. What's the word I'm looking for? Capitalize on when other teams have failed to gain points. Everyone, like I said, I can't really use an injury in terms for excuse because everyone's had injuries. But I have been saying that our season does begin in February. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's when we get our full main squad back. Everyone is back. So I'm expecting and believing that, we will start, if we're not winning games during it, we'll come with a draw. And if we are winning games, we won't allow the other team to concede to get back into the game. Because with Tottenham, the first half, we dominated. Who were Tottenham? Who were Tottenham?
But I knew that was gonna go, 'cause
and then
I knew it'd be a draw.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But-
I think he called it as well.
and then in the second half, first 30 seconds, they're
Yeah,
back in the game.
back in the game.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
And then he lost control.
And then the second half was who was United? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So there's the inconsistency that I'm talking about there. Do you know what I mean?
I think like in-game management as well with Ten Hag.
I feel like sometimes he's made stupid mistakes. Like who were we playing? I can't remember. I think it was Maino and Eriksen in the middle. And Eriksen was keeping up, but obviously Eriksen can't play a full 90 minutes. So with the utilities that he has on the bench, it isn't the greatest. Do you know what I mean? So when he took out Eriksen and put on McTominay, for instance,
that was Tottenham.
That was Tottenham. I felt like McTominay didn't impact the game or bring anything to the game.
He had a chance at the end.
He did have a chance at the end, but it was it's something that you expect him to bury. But
that's what he's in the team to do, isn't it?
Yeah,
basically.
But he's in the team to do that. But since when was it? The Brentford? No, there was a couple of games. I think 3 or 4 games. He scored 2 in 1. He scored a winner against Chelsea. Like he had a little form.
He's a top scorer.
He's
5 goals.
5 goals, and then I think
Rashford is second, third with 4, and then Bruno was third with 3 in the league.
Do you know what I mean? But that was earlier in the season. Since then,
since then,
what's he been offered? He hasn't really offered, and you can tell he's not even in the peak of in the peak of midfielders. He's probably like 5th for selection, 4th or 5th, because you have Eriksen before him, you have Casemiro. Maino's definitely playing better than him. Do you know what I mean? So it's only because I feel like Casemiro is not around, he's getting his shine. It was don't get me wrong, give credit where credit's due. McTominay's done very well. He's top goal scorer, but since that last goal we scored, can you find out for me
his last goal?
Yeah, that he scored. Facts, man.
My bad.
If you can find it for me, do you know what I mean? Since then, he hasn't really contributed. Do you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't really done.
It just goes to show that we've all been saying this here is that McTominay, he's putting numbers on the board. That his performances haven't been great, but because he's scoring, it's kind of like papering over cracks.
Which I agree.
Chelsea.
I remember that.
2 goals.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning of January.
Beginning of January.
Yeah. So
January.
After you lost to Newcastle.
This Jan.
Sorry, not January. December.
So I'm trying to say to you,
beginning of December.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on there? Like, what? See, you remember that's crazy, bro. Do you know what I mean? 1st of December.
Yeah, so it's like if he isn't scoring,
he's dead weight.
So then why did Ten Hag keep picking him for so long until Maino basically?
Yeah, because Eriksen injured. So he's only got Maino and McTominay. So you only can do with what you have. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's doing it on purpose. He's only doing what because if Casemiro's fit, Eriksen's fit, and Maino's fit, and Mason's fit, he's not playing.
I forgot Mount was even.
But even when Mason was fit, he wasn't playing.
Because I don't think that injury was fully healed. I feel like Mason was definitely rushed. I feel like in terms of selection.
So do you think he's a starter when he...
Who, Mason? Well, he hasn't done enough for me to say that he should be a starter. He's been injured majority of the season, so I can't really give you a verdict on that. So
yeah, but as the player, like from what you've seen of him as United and what you know of him, so do you think he would be good enough to start for you?
Last season was a total flop for him, so I don't understand why United went for him. But he's here now, innit? So I got to deal with what I've got.
Sounds like Havertz, so
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Don't you worry.
Chelsea.
2 years before that, Mason was a great player in the Premier League. He was putting numbers on the board. He was probably one of Chelsea's main players. He was putting them picked on the board. Champions League. He's a Champions League winner. Do you know what I mean? Super Cup winner. Do you know what I mean? So he's has experience there. But like we say, maybe it's just form, maybe it's just his environment at Chelsea. Obviously now he's in a worse environment, so I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What he wants to, maybe he feels like he can be one of the people to bring United back to their glory days, or back to where we can be originally. Maybe, do you know what I mean? I don't know yet. Like I said, what I've seen this season's injuries. Do you know what I mean? So I can't give you man a verdict. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Havertz is a bit different because obviously Havertz is playing. So you have more of an incline to say what you dislike and like or whatever.
We'll get there.
Do you know what I mean? So in terms of like Martinez is back now. Obviously, he played with Tottenham. Even though, like I said, that after that injury, I don't think we'll ever get back that same
Martinez.
That Martinez is dead. That's just my opinion. You can kill me if you want, but he's still a great defender. But what he was before that injury, I don't think we'll get back. That's just my opinion. I feel like once we get another young right centre back beside him, maybe. But we need to pick a good right centre back. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, well, Varane could be there for the time being.
Varane?
For the time being.
Oh yeah, for the time being until we get that.
To the summer, like.
Into the summer. So yeah, like from what I've seen this season, I'm not, oh my God, or really like down.
You make it sound negative, but you're still making top 4. I'm like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm waiting for the positive.
We'll be like the season. I said our season begins in February. So in my analysis,
why February? Sorry,
because that's when everybody is fit and returns. That's when we can have our strongest squad.
So what if we get a few injuries again?
We get a few injuries again. Hopefully, it's the pagans that don't really play that well. You know what I'm saying? To like McTominay and them, and they're like.
Well, Casemiro gets like a reoccurring
injury. Well, obviously, as long as we have Mason or Ericsson, Maino's there, innit? So there's a backup. Do you know what I mean? Like, so. Yeah. In February or end of January, they're saying end of January, everybody is fully fit. Everyone's back on the pitch running grass. That's when our strongest squad is out. And I told you, man, last week, our strongest front three, I know our strongest front three is Garnacho, Rashford and Højlund. And what I was saying, man, everybody.
And then he scored, didn't
he? He scored. And Rashford scored too. Do you know what I mean? So that's we just need, we got our front three there. Midfield needs to be sorted out.
And your defense.
No,
and your keeper.
No, don't.
Hey, see what he's doing in Afcon? Oh, Lord.
You're concerned.
I never wanted him in the first place. So
come on, man.
What's wrong with this?
Is that hindsight though? Is that hindsight now?
I never wanted the Donny, bro.
So who did you want then? Because you needed no. You needed another keeper.
Okay, but we needed a goalkeeper. Wasn't the main concern. The main it was top 3 and it was third. It was third. Defending and midfield. Our midfield is old, bro. We've got old men running around and we've got midfielders that don't do nothing but pass the ball left and right and back. Bro, like to win games, you need a great midfield. Sorry. I'm getting passionate. To win games, you need a great midfield. Do you know what I mean? To win battles in the middle. Since Bruno, but he's been injured, so he's not being utilised.
No, but I mean that was like
I guess so. But since Bruno's there, we haven't had 2 midfielders to do the job to allow him to do what he needs to do. Do you know what I mean? We haven't had a double pivot where I feel like we're confident enough to be like, yeah, we're good. Like, do you know what I mean? Where they can battle in the midfield, pass the ball, spread the ball, cut out plays and things like that. And then with Martinez, obviously with Varane, you never expected him to have so much injuries. Do you know what I mean? It's unlucky for us, isn't it? But when he came to United, you thought, all right, cool. Varane and Martinez, last season, they played majority of our games. They won us majority of our games. So I feel like when them two get back into the motion of things, do you know what I mean? I feel like our season will begin. It's like the lot's been United's best player this season. Obviously, he hasn't played great every game. I understand that, but he's been consistent and he's been utilised everywhere. Right back, left back, right wing. Do you know what I mean? Like I like Dalot. I think he's actually a good right set fullback. He's not the most. He's not a Trent. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not a Trent, and he's not
he's been better than Ben White this season, I think.
I personally feel like too as well.
Ben White probably.
And do you know what I mean? So
I just think Dalot is just the IQ is
his IQ's good.
It's not.
He can deliver in the final third. If he gets his shot right, he can get a goal. Do you know what I mean? Like he delivers.
You're talking technique and output. I'm talking IQ though.
Yeah,
you don't have to be the smartest man to have a great shot on goal.
No, but when he's delivering in the final third,
I'm just saying, like when he does. Sorry to cut you. I'm just saying when he gets into the final third, I think it's picking the right pass, when to pass. Does he cut it back? Does he chip it to the back post? I think the IQ in that aspect, I think is pretty low. He's good going forward. He gets up and down the line. He can beat a player. He's got the pace to, and he's got the technique good enough to be in the final third. But it's picking out the right decision in the final third. I think that lets him down. But I think he's better. He's obviously better than Wan-Bissaka going forward. There's no doubt. Like that's easy. But
I think if
Again,
you're right
he's not been
backs,
bad. He's not been bad.
It depends on the day. How they're
Yeah,
feeling on the
that's
day.
true, yeah,
because
that's-
sometimes Dallo, I can't lie. I've watched him some games. And it's like if the left side on the other side, yeah, they'll be struggling to stop him. And then there's some days where it's like he
happened?
can't make a pass.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those type of players. But technically he is good. But I think the problem with him is
He's a thing like-
defensively.
Defensively, he's a bit worried,
Yeah, he's like a worse Pedro Porro. I think that he reminds me of Pedro Porro, but just a bit. Like,
yeah.
And Wan-Bissaka on his day.
and that's what I'm saying. Wan-Bissaka on his day going forward, bro. Sometimes I'm
good,
watching
yeah.
Wan-Bissaka invert. Yeah, I'm
Top
like, that's the Wan-Bissaka I know.
Trust me.
That's Wan-Bissaka
It's
with the Basaka.
Give him a
Why, but why? But the question's still like Wan-Bissaka's been there for years
That's
now. Why can't he?
It's inconsistency.
But that's the problem. Is like why?
But
why is it that?
But
though?
we were picking players, but everyone is inconsistent. The whole squad is inconsistent. So there's like I said,
Does that go to the manager then?
but if your whole squad is inconsistent, there's only you can't change all 11 players in one season. It's impossible. Do you know what I mean? You have to integrate, take out. Maybe one player might prove you wrong, and do you know what I mean? You give faith in this person. This person might do extra training. So there's a lot of aspects of being a manager. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
of
not
course.
just. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like United, like I said in the beginning of the season, it's just inconsistency. Do you know what I mean? If something switches on where maybe it might not have been winning every game. It might just be if we're losing, we can get a nick a point. Do you know what I mean? Or do you know things like that, like just changing the mentality.
But how does that change?
I'm guessing some people have to leave. You know me, I want 7 people to leave. So do you know what I mean?
I know, but I'm saying like we're in Jan now,
Yeah.
so until the end of the season, what has to change now? Or in Feb, what has to change? Because for you to make top 4 is hard. Like,
I
it's
feel
going to
like
be very difficult.
Cutthroat. I think being cutthroat with players. So like
Who?
Like Anthony's not even playing. Garnacho plays on the right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's effective.
Anthony can't get a run out.
Do you know what I mean? It's effective. Unless Garnacho gets injured, God forbid. God forbid.
Yeah.
He's like, you man plotting out there, you know, are you rollers, fun, you know what I mean? God forbid. But Garnacho, Højlund and Rashford up front, Bruno, I'm saying Mason or Maino
What
and
about
Casemiro. Who?
Amrabat.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Jesus Christ!
Really?
Is that, you know, because you got him on loan, right?
Well, I'm on loan, we didn't buy him, so that's good. Apparently we're not keeping him, which I'm good with.
I heard that as well.
Which is good, which is good. Do you know what I mean?
waste.
He helped out where he needed to be, where he was consistent in. Yeah, in a couple of games he was unplayable. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he was the world class man, but a couple of games you're like, right, that's the Moroccan person we bought. Do you know, the Moroccan national we bought. Do you know what I mean? So it's a good thing we didn't buy him. We can go back to what, Fiorentina, where is it?
Yeah, Fiorentina.
I think he's at
Fiorentina, yeah.
Yeah. Do you
So
know
what's
what
the plans in Jan? Realistically, do you need to go? Do you need to go into the market? Do you need to bring new players in? Do some people need to get like a loan out, maybe, or what
So
does that-
I've United are loaning out all the young players. It's crazy. It's got like we got like 8 or let me like Chelsea. We got like 8 or 9 loanees out. So I'm guessing they're trying to maybe take the wages off the wage book or trying to space up some things.
What about any incomings?
So from what I'm hearing, they want to bring a right back in and a striker.
A right back.
Not a right back. Sorry, a centre back. Sorry, centre back. Sorry.
Another right back guy.
Sorry, a centre back
Okay.
and a striker.
Yeah, because Evans can't keep playing there, even though he's done all right.
Who?
Evans,
Johnny
Evans.
Oh yeah.
Can't
got
keep
the
playing
legs.
there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So it's centre back, a right centre back, and a striker. Apparently, they want to go to Ajax again and loan out a 21 straight old striker. They want to loan him.
Rock.
But it's apparently he's there to give competition to
Yeah, to
Højlund,
Højlund, yeah.
and obviously give him a run of games as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And a centre back, a right young centre back would be nice. Do you know what I mean?
What's priority if you were Ten Hag, if you had the money?
If I had the money,
Telling the board,
right back, right centre back. Sorry,
centre half.
yeah, right centre half, and.
Anyone in mind that's out there that you could potentially?
Bro, I haven't really been watching other teams like that to even be knowing, but from what I'm hearing, Jean-Claude from Nice, the one that's playing at Nice now, obviously that's our sister club. Man United's sister club is Nice.
Okay.
So
Is that that's not Tadibo, is it? Tadibo, the one that plays for Nice, the centre back you're talking about.
yeah, the mixed race Donny, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, well,
Okay.
and Martial's injured again, so I don't really know, bro. Get me annoyed, fam. leave already.
Do you think
bro.
he stays?
Yeah, we're not renewing his contract.
No, not this month. I'm saying after the summer. Do you think he's there next season? Basically, is
What,
what I'm asking.
United?
Sorry, yeah,
No,
Martial.
we're not renewing his contract. He's free. He's going on a free.
Yeah. Free.
He's going on a free.
I
Man.
heard there was talks of like him renewing it, Ten Hag renewing it for another year.
I
don't know how true it is.
Yeah, I'm not
I'll
sure.
closeline him, bro. I will closeline him.
Get him off the books,
Yeah,
man.
has
Get him off the books, man.
Has to
He has to go. He had to go. When Pogba left, he should have left, bro. French connection is still here, fam. Let it go, man.
Yeah.
They need to cut, but yeah, it's just a centre half, right centre half. Midfield, I think with Maino there, it helps. I'm not saying he's the person to solve our problems.
He's
but
done well.
But I think he's done absolutely
He's
well.
done really
Do you know what I mean? I think he's done well, and I feel like with him,
Where is he from? Sorry, Maino.
he's English. He plays for England.
sure he
plays for
for
England.
youth level, he's represented England, but
Yeah.
where else could he play for? Essentially, is what I'm asking.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
Mate,
but
it
yeah,
might
okay.
have been. I'd have to double check.
I play from Belgium.
Maybe.
Facts, man, find
I don't
out.
know.
Facts, man.
But he's not had an international
Game.
cap here, so he's still got an allegiance to somewhere else, maybe.
Fair.
But yeah, anyway, sorry.
No,
to
let's
cut you off.
come. So yeah, with him there, he's not to solve our problems, but he's there to definitely help.
Yeah.
Ericsson has to go now, mate. Come on, man. Like he's done well, he's done his allegiance to the club, but your ticker ain't timing for us, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like you haven't got the legs, and really and truly, like you're really a player that should really come off the last like half an hour for winning, or do you know what I mean? Just to make sure we. You know what I mean? We can try to get extra goal, or do you know, we control the game.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've got old men in our midfield, so
That's what I'm saying. You don't make it sound
Yeah, it
positive.
don't- it don't sound like a top four team.
no, it's just you just got to be realistic, innit? You're just being realistic. I'm not.
So who's the top four?
No,
for
but
you?
you're saying top four.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth. I'm fourth. I'm saying United are fourth.
So who's the top four? In
I'm
no
saying-
order, but who's the
United,
14?
Liverpool, Man City,
Say it.
what,
No,
and,
go on.
and Arsenal.
Okay, so Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and City.
Yeah.
So Tottenham will miss out. Villa will miss out. Okay.
I'm sticking to what I said. I've been saying
Nah, I
it.
hear
I've been
it.
saying it from the beginning of the season. I'm sticking to it. I ain't flipping. And guess what? If we don't get top four, it is what it is. But I'm still sticking to what I'm sticking.
Would you bet on it?
Would I bet on it? No.
I didn't think so.
That's okay. That's okay. I've only got one bet already, so no.
Yeah, facts.
Multiple bets game, man.
Yeah, you need United to finish above Chelsea.
I know.
I think they will.
Tough.
I think they will.
Boys.
They will. As
Chelsea-
bad as United and Chelsea are looking, I still think United will somehow.
They looking like terrible twins down there.
Yeah.
Crumb twins.
For real.
The
It's like 1 week, one wins, the one loses. 1 week, the other one wins. It's like,
I'll be surprised if Poch is there next season. I'll be honest.
No, he will be there next season.
Okay.
I think Chelsea
I
are
said I'll be
actually
surprised.
doing better now. I think
Yeah,
as
there's-
you're watching them, it's just more of a quality issue more than the system or whatever. Like I feel like he's trying to do as much as he can to help them, but
The quality.
yeah, the quality, like the finishing in front of goal is
Some more money
Yeah.
in the summer.
He ain't got no striker. Like Richie, he ain't really got a striker up front.
They don't.
They don't. So
Well, they got Jackson, innit?
Oh, meaty.
Nicholas Jackson.
Whack. Jackson, yeah.
He's a DM, man. I've been saying it. I don't know if people have been. They need to convert him to a DM, and
he's probably like he could probably be like a target man who brings in the wingers. I think that's what he'd be better for.
Terrible in front of goal.
Yeah, so false nine, isn't
it's
it?
a good dribbler though.
Yeah, man. It's not what they bought it for, man. They thought it was Drogba reincarnated.
What is his first season in the Premier League? Innit? Maybe next season we might be seeing Jackson on the screen every week. So
I doubt it. But I hear you.
What team anyway? Do you want to Arsenal?
Let's lighten up the mood, man.
Yeah,
Let's lighten up the mood a little bit.
This is
Yeah. Lighten up the mood a little bit, man.
I'm happy, bro. I'm calm. Like I said, our season begins at the end of January. That's why that's when you see. You see me?
That's when you'll lose it if you carry on the form.
What do you mean?
Like Ten Hag out. Because if
Why
you
would
carry on the form, like say like now your players come back, but it's still inconsistent.
I'm not saying Ten Hag out.
No, okay.
I'm not saying I'm giving him to his third season. That's what
First
I said.
season.
That's what I said. Give him to his third season. If it's still class, got to go, bro.
This is his second season in charge. So okay, so next season, got you. Oh, sorry. Before we move on to Liverpool, what would be his target for next season then? Because this season you said top 4.
Yeah.
So what's his target for next season?
Trophy and top 4.
Any trophy on top 4 or
Any FA Cup or above.
Got you. So FA Cup, Prem, or Champs.
Yeah.
Because you won Carling Cup already.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, cool. Liverpool.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's been it's been alright. I can't lie to you.
Completely different season to last season.
Hey, look, listen, this time last year I was in the mud, fam.
Weren't even looking at the
One of the worst
fixtures.
times of my life, fam. That was Brighton away, fam. Nah, the Brighton away, I remember that game in January.
That's all there.
Yeah, that was Klopp out, fam. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Klopp out, fam. It was a horrible time.
Yeah.
Now, feels like a sense of normality has been restored, fam. I can't lie, fam. Last season, it kind of felt like I was in the twilight zone, fam. Normally, I'm above the line. At Liverpool, I've just been like recent years, we've been doing better than both. So when both of you are doing better than man, and I'm just there.
What's going on?
Well, literally the opposite.
Now it's shit done changed. Listen, I can't complain.
Klopp, he's earned more time from you.
Klopp has been doing a fantastic job this season. I can't lie. I think I had some stats where I think he's won the most points off substitutions this season.
He has, yeah.
I think we won 30 points, and then I think whoever's next is like 18 points that he's won. So literally,
I think we were second. I think.
Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah. So literally from changes, in-game management, it's been top quality.
Spot on. Spot on.
It has. I think even like the Arsenal game we played them in the FA Cup. Tactical change in the second half, and literally was a different half from the first half. Arsenal should have buried us in that first half. So what I'm saying, I can't really complain. Like
Jesus.
from his point of view, still in all the cups.
Quadruple.
Listen, the charge is on. You feel me? So
It's on the cards.
it's on the cards.
Yeah.
We got Fulham, I think, during the week, but it's like the only thing that I would say has been a negative, obviously, is that it's taken a toll on our players. So we've got a lot of injuries stacking up. So similar to that PJ was saying, I think February onwards, if we're still in and amongst it, I think we have now a good chance to go on and actually win the league, because with the amount of players we've got coming back, it's ridiculous. But right now we just got to kind of get through our games. But yeah, knocking out Arsenal in the FA Cup, that was stupendous. I mean, I think last time we was recording, I think you were top of the table. We was like
before Christmas.
Before
We was top at Christmas.
Listen, and then what I'm saying, we knocked them niggas out, fam. They got the draw at Anfield. That was
You killed me on Twitter. No.
That one there, it was like that one there.
When I celebrate a draw.
I was like, listen, they're celebrating a draw. So we'll see. Went to the Emirates in the FA Cup. So I wasn't looking forward to it. I thought Arsenal was gonna smoke us. First half, should have smoked us.
Yeah, should have.
Would have, could have.
That was the
But
game.
yeah, but literally, second half come out there. Jota coming back, that is
Gone, man.
massive. If
Gone,
Salah
man.
and Jota was out, I don't think we're anywhere near. I think that guy,
That ball will score.
he'll score, but I think Jota has that. He brings fear.
That gun, man.
Fear.
Yeah.
Like, I can't lie. Even when I was watching the Arsenal game, like once Jota stepped on, even like Saliba was like, he'll take a step back. Like literally just that fear that he was bringing into.
That's my dog. That's
Jota
my
right
dog.
there. That one there.
That's my dog.
Yeah, that guy that is doing
That's the
well.
wonderful player.
Yeah, players have done well. New players have settled in well. Can't really complain, fam. Like, it's nothing really. It's the thing. I said at the beginning of the season, the objective was what, third? I said third.
By this time, yeah.
Yeah, third. But if we did have an opportunity, I thought we could play our way into being title contenders. We've done a bit better than that, obviously being top of the table. So, as I said, Klopp's done a great job. I think everyone stepped up. Trent, Van Dijk, Salah, Alisson. I think those four have been like the pillars of the team, like to carry the newer lot, and then like the Konates, the Curtis Joneses, the Harvey Elliots, they've all stepped up. So everyone stepped up. So
But no Trent now.
I said Trent.
No Trent now. There's no Trent now.
Yeah, there's no Trent, but Trent should be back. Hopefully Fulham. So during the week he should be back. So it wasn't too bad of an injury.
Yeah.
So that one there, because if Trent is out, creation wise, it goes down. But other players have to basically think, but Trent can take that pressure of, I'm going to create for the team.
Yeah.
Boom, give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you guys already know how I feel about Trent. Like, that guy.
Best player in the world.
But he's the best player in the world. So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, bro.
I wouldn't disagree. He's in that conversation.
Listen,
He's in that conversation.
If you're just gassing up Bellingham for what he was doing in La Liga and that, like as one of the best in the world, that was like a consensus. Then I don't see why
Trent's in that conversation.
Since Man City, since he put them Predators on.
The old school Preds.
He's been different. I don't know what the boots have done to him.
Yeah.
But since then, since he got that equalizer against City,
He stole them from an Adidas advert.
Right.
You lot seen the Adidas advert?
oh, but
He steals them. No, it's a different one.
That's a different one. Yeah. He steals them still. The Jesus advert was funny, fam. I say goals.
Looking for
Hands the
them.
camera to Jesus of all people. It's like that. I don't like scoring.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly.
But yeah, no, Trent's been moving differently. I think Van Dijk has been back to his best.
Yeah,
Curtis Jones has been phenomenal.
Curtis Jones been, that's the player that I've always known has been there.
I believed in that dog from the beginning. I could see it from the beginning, bro.
I watched that kid from youth teams, so it's like watching. It's like like when it's just like your youth team player.
Yeah.
Like,
Trust me.
That bangs in the first team is like, that's been cold. Elliot's gotten better. I think Konate stepped up.
I think Elliot's dropped though.
You think so?
I think Elliot's dropped.
I think he stepped up.
No, Curtis, I think he's definitely taken over Elliot in terms of stepping up in the midfield.
What do you mean? That doesn't mean Elliot's been bad. It's just that Curtis Jones.
I didn't say he was bad. I said
he said he's not stepped up.
No, he's not. No, I said he's dropped. No, I don't.
No, you said he's dropped down. Sorry.
Yeah, in terms of like his level, I think Curtis Jones in terms of them.
Or do you mean ranking like the squad? So like who starts in midfield?
Okay, then maybe move that.
I think if you're saying like that, then Jones probably has gone. Because last season
it was more Elliot.
And then towards the end of the season it was Jones, and Jones has just kind of carried it on.
Literally, he just kept that consistency.
End of the last season into the Euros. They won the Euros of England, and then literally carried on from this season. I think the only really drop off he had was after the red card. He just had to kind of find his consistency again, and then just been moving differently. Callis has been cold. He's done well in the six. I think he struggled at the beginning, but towards once the team is now gelled more, like you can definitely see now what Klopp is saying in terms of the six and not needing the traditional six, but I would still rather obviously a six in the summer if he wants to go and get one. Endo stepped up. I think it's gonna be a centre half if anything, because that's where we're lacking, because Matip is out for the season. So that's why we're already down, and that was where we.
Why you got the young centre back?
Yeah, but it's only him. It's only Quansah, Van Dijk, Konate, and Gomez, and we still need one more.
Gomez on the left this season has been brazy.
And Gomez, we're having to use him utility, so already we're down one. So we need just one more.
You're still in all comps,
and we're still in all comps. Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of games. So we just need one. If that's the position that I think that needs. That we need to go and get someone, I think that's probably going to be the one. But other than that,
I've just noticed their squad is hella attackers.
Yeah, it's midfield and attack.
Yeah, I just realised it's just hella of attackers.
Yeah, the defense is where it's
run.
the least amount of depth is the defense. So that's why we would need defenders. But can't complain. Good squad. You know what I'm saying?
What's the aim?
So the aim, like I said, if we can just. I would say no more than 3 points off the top, because I think it's just that the squad is at the bare bones. So I just feel like there's going to be a game where we are going to drop a point or two. So even like today against Bournemouth, we should win. But I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because of the squad not being fully there. So yeah, if we're no more than 3 points, then I definitely think we got a good chance of the title.
3 points by what? Feb?
If we're no more than 3 points off by say February, then definitely I think the title is on. I look at Arsenal, I look at City, and I don't see it. With Arsenal, I don't like. I'm looking at them as I can see how you will stay around in the title race, but I can see how you can fall off as well. And City is they've got it, but I hear the De Bruyne stuff and whatnot, but I feel like we just have the better squad, I think. And I think the squad
is a better squad than Man City.
No, but I think we have a better squad. I think our squad is better. Attacking wise, is better.
I think you got
in midfield
better chemistry, but I don't think you got a better squad.
I think they got better chemistry.
No, I feel like you lot got better chemistry. I just feel like sometimes Trent doesn't even have to think about where Salah's gonna be, and I feel just things like that. I just feel like it's just organic. I feel like with Liverpool, it just makes sense. I don't know how to explain it in a way, but I feel like with you could see with Man City, it wasn't until the Bruyne got onto the field where you notice other players where you wouldn't have noticed. But do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
but with Liverpool, it just makes it's like Endo doesn't have to doesn't have to look behind because he knows so and so's already there. I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit, you know how Klopp's got that psychological thing going on, right? Do you know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying in terms of chemistry, but I feel like City are more thing because of the way they play. It's like slower, like so the passing patterns they gotta be more
direct.
Like they gotta be more. Knowing each other has to be in that whatever.
It's
whereas
well
us, I think we're more off the cuff. So it's like that's what obviously cuff.
You're going it's more organic.
It's more organic. Yeah. So it's off the cuff. Like when once we get in the final third, it's like the forwards will figure it out how to kind of like Klopp will give you a framework of what to do, but in that final third, which I think Klopp has always said, it's not like Salah, you have to make this run at this time when this person has the ball. It's like when you see it, use your game intelligence to understand. So I think that's always so like say like if we're counter attacking, I think that's why we're very good at counter attacking and transitions, because we're very good at playing that off the cuff. When it's more chaotic, the game works more in our favor. So I think that's more us, but then City are more controlled. It's more of a slow, what they say, kill you by like 1,000 cuts or something like that. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, I was like a double gauge shotgun in your face, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
But I can't complain, fam. Can't complain. I cannot complain, homie. Hopefully I'll be celebrating the title for me.
Yeah.
God damn it. 2020.
Listen, guy.
I mean, I'd rather someone else than
2020.
City.
Huh?
Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah, it'll be 2020. That'll be crazy.
I'd rather anyone else than City, man. Tell you that.
Come on, Villa.
Yeah, can you imagine?
The Villa win. I was screaming. I was running down the road. I'm like, are you mad? I'm like, Douglas. Crazy. Bailey. I'll buy Aston Villa Bailey that same day.
Let's segue first into Arsenal. Okay, that's how Listen, you hand off the trigger, man. Ease up off the trigger, man. G. Listen, Arsenal, talk to me.
Oh, where to begin? Where to start?
You're so depressed like me, bro.
Nah, I'm not that depressed. It's more, I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but what we were saying before, top at Christmas, everything was fine, everything looking good, and you know when everything's nice, you're looking for the next fixture.
Can't wait for the next game.
Like, who we got next?
I can't wait for Liverpool to play, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But now it's just like I'm not even looking at the fixture list right now, man. But yeah, before just after the Christmas break, before we played yesterday, we was like, what, 1 in 7?
1 in 7. So
like 1 win in 7 games in all comps. Now it's 2 in 8. Obviously, we played yesterday. And yeah, I mean, if we I don't know, say take it back to the beginning of the season, even before the season starts.
We're transfer window.
We're looking at the transfer window. So obviously we brought in Timber, I think was a good signing, but unlucky with the injury in pre-season. Raya was questionable at the time. A lot of Arsenal fans were trying to sell it as a competition between the two, but there's no really an out and out.
You didn't want. I'm not right, but you was like mad at the time when they signed.
I wasn't mad at the time. I was trying to figure out what Arteta was trying to do, but the moment he brought in Raya, and you know what, it could be reaching, but when you know, like the videos on YouTube, and when Raya came in and he had the shirt, he had the whole
family was with him.
Everyone, cousins, mum, dad, granddad, everyone. Oh, the Spanish connection, I'll tell you.
I saw it on Twitter.
I get
it. Was like, Spanish. You
look at that with Ramsdale. So Ramsdale was just mum and dad, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm reaching in it, but I looked at that and that was a bit funny to me, innit? But I get it, Spanish connection, cool, innit?
It's because Ramsdale's your dog, that's why.
Yeah, Ramsdale last season was phenomenal. I think it was great, but obviously Arteta sees different, and then obviously other videos start surfacing online with Ramsdale saying I can't concentrate for longer than this amount, and then just kind of down in his game essentially. And if you're a manager, or if you're a coach, you're looking at thinking, Ray, what? Hold on. So what? You don't even rate yourself? Like, you want me to rate you? Like, come on, man. Like, so that was it. That was the beginning of the downfall for Ramsdale. And then obviously he had these games where the mistakes, and it's just like that doesn't help. And I was like, he's finished.
And it was from last season as well. He was making a lot of mistakes. Southampton at home, first 8 seconds is giving away a goal.
Exactly.
So there was a reasoning for bringing him in, but I feel like obviously you could have use that money elsewhere.
Right, exactly, yeah. So there we go. So Raya happened as well. We also bought in Havertz, which the boys know, like,
there's the striker.
I was nah, he wasn't. He was about to get brought in as a midfielder, as an LCM. Obviously, we got rid of Xhaka after him having his best season at Arsenal, been with us for about 8 years, enduring all the crap we did for Xhaka, and he gave us one great season and he effed off. But he's doing great where he is right now with Xabi Alonso, innit? Yeah. So
he was just appreciated somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
that's all it is.
Maybe Arsenal fans just didn't appreciate the quality.
It was a love and hate. The thing is, it was a love and hate for Xhaka, because it's like he would have good games, but then all of a sudden, red card. 3 games out. It's just like, come on, man. So it was a love and hate relationship with him.
Facts. That's a fact for Arsenal, right? Yeah. So the transfer window,
yeah.
What would you have said it was like before the start of the season? Like, start of the season, going into it,
the rating out of 10.
Yeah, because because going into it, I feel like Arsenal fans were very happy with their team.
I think 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Oh, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, Timber, Rice. No.
But you're saying
out of 2 out of 3. I'm Timber and Rice, they were happy with, but the Havertz, I don't think they were happy.
Yeah, they were unsure. Unsure of Havertz.
Yeah. So altogether, you would probably say like a 6 out of 10.
Oh no, and then Raya, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. So there was 4 signings.
4 signings. So 3 out of 4. My bad. 3 out of 4.
So 2 out of 4 were good signings. Raya was up in the air. It was questionable. It was like, we don't know how he's going to perform. And then the Havertz one, I don't see one Arsenal fan even like on board with this, because it's just like, if he's going to play as an LCM, I've said it from day one, I can't see him as an LCM. He can't be nowhere near my midfield. That's like, if we are going to play him, he has to be a false 9 up top. That's his only, for me anyway, that's his only position, is false 9 up top. But Arteta had other ideas.
Yeah, I have a clip that I wanted to share, fam. So it's from the beginning of the season.
I think we've done good business. I'm happy with the window. I would have, out of 10, I would have given it like a good, like a 8.5. 8.5.
Yeah, fam.
From an 8.5 to a 6.
I've got receipts.
Like a rat on the highway. That was like an 8 million signing, bro.
Clip this one. 8.5.
Yeah.
To a 6.
8.5 to a 6.
Your heart dropped.
The thing is,
what was mine now?
Let me explain. Alright, so the Havertz one, I've never liked. I think the Raya one, I think Raya will be a good keeper. I think in time will be a good keeper. It's his first season at the club, different expectations, different levels in it. So I think Raya will become a decent keeper. But
could you explain that kick yesterday when he gave it to the other team?
Oh yeah, his distribution weren't great, but he set up the goal from the distribution. Great, like he's got a good throw on him, like where he set up the counter attack. That was quality. But again, like I never saw him as a keeper that's good on his feet. Like he's not terrible, he's not bad, but he's not a Ramsdale. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not great on his feet, but what we see in Raya is like he's good in set pieces, he's good in corners, like he can claim the ball, and he's a good one-on-one shot stopper. Like he was one of the best.
What? What are you talking about?
He was ranked 2nd last season. One-on-one shot stopper. Raya. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like bringing Raya in. I understand why if you're just looking at the stats, but again,
that Luton game, what you said, that make no sense. Man said set pieces, one-on-ones.
No, that's fine. But I'm saying
bad games.
Luton boys.
Yeah, it was a bad game. But
2 set pieces, Ali one-on-one with Barkley. You just see what I'm saying, isn't it?
But I'm saying the stats are he was one of the best keepers, about one-on-one shot stoppers, isn't it? And
that's last season.
Last season, yeah. So that's the reason why we bought him. But this season,
what's this season?
I don't know what the stats are this season. I don't know what the stats are.
I don't know.
But Yeah, now Raya has been very kind of like underwhelming. But again, I think our main problem is the spending and where we should have spent it.
Yeah. In hindsight, I feel like, you lot could have spent way
better. Yeah.
Never have it. You should have got a striker.
Yeah, never have it. Obviously, there's talks of us linked with Ivan Toney. Does he come in January? I doubt it. I don't think we'll bring anyone in January, if I'm being completely honest.
Nah.
I
thought you said you was going to spend it in January.
No, I didn't. I don't think we'll spend. I think if we do get anyone, it won't be anyone to like go straight into the first team. I think it might be like a squad player, if anything, for backup, maybe a right back or a left back or something. But I don't think we'll spend big in January. I think we'll have to wait for the summer for that. But I feel like Rice has done well. I think he started off really well, and then I think teams kind of started to figure out how to get past our midfield. But again, Rice, Havertz and Odegaard midfield is just like, the balance isn't there for me.
It's like oil and water.
Yeah, it's true. It just don't stick in it.
It's like oil and water, blood.
Yeah, so it doesn't. But literally, missing Partey has shown Arteta that we need someone next to Rice.
Where's Partey?
Injured, as always.
Sound like Partey in the back.
So, as I'm saying, so it's bad. It's bad for Partey. But again, he needs to go in the summer. He has to go in the summer. Yeah. There's no way he's in an Arsenal shirt next season.
I think he will be. Where's Jorginho? What's the
He played last game.
So what? Jorginho,
what about
Rice,
Jorginho?
and Odegaard. That makes perfect sense.
No, hell no.
What?
Where's the legs in midfield other than the Rice?
Odegaard. And Jorginho's just there.
Odegaard don't defend. He can't defend. He makes no tackles.
Nah, he tries. He tries.
You didn't say defend. You didn't say defend. You said legs.
Yeah, like getting around the pitch.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a 6 and an 8. Odegaard don't play there anyway. Where's the legs in midfield? Jorginho, he plays either a 6 or an 8.
Yeah, he can play 6.
Odegaard don't play 6 or 8.
Yeah, but
he's a 10.
Yeah, but you didn't say defense. You said run. You said legs.
Yeah,
there's the legs.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
I answered your question.
But we're talking about Partey. That's where the conversation was going. I was talking about Partey, and they said Rice needs someone's next to him. Odegaard don't play next to Rice. So that's
why did you
said that?
No, but I'm saying what I was going off. Yeah, exactly. But where does Jorginho play?
6.
Exactly. So someone needs to be next to Rice. Jorginho. If you play Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard, there's no legs in that midfield. It's just Rice.
And Odegaard.
Oh my days. All right, maybe you're not understanding what I'm saying. Odegaard, yes, he runs around. But if we're talking Jorginho, because that's who you brought up, where does Jorginho play?
6.
Exactly. Who plays next to him?
Rice.
Cool. Who's the legs within those midfield?
Rice.
Exactly. Rice needs someone next to him.
Okay.
Odegaard, he doesn't... Going forward, you look at Odegaard, cool.
But he plays in midfield.
He plays in midfield. Okay, let me make this clearer for both of you. When I'm talking about midfield, I'm not talking Odegaard. I'm talking 6 and 8. I don't need my 10 to be running around headless chickens. I don't need Odegaard that. I need you to pick pockets. You don't need to run around there. I need my 6 and 8 to be the engine room in my midfield. That's why we're missing Partey.
Okay.
We're missing Partey so much. Like, obviously, he's arguably on his day the best DM and
run around.
He just sweeps.
He can run around.
But he sweeps.
But he can. Jorginho can't do what Partey does.
But you don't need him to do that. You just need him to sweep.
No, he can't. He can't
do that. That's fine. That's fine.
Right. But Partey can get around the pitch.
I hear that, but you don't need.
Jorginho can't.
But you don't need that. You got Odegaard. You got Odegaard and Rice. You don't need that. You got Odegaard and Rice.
When we haven't got the ball, Odegaard shouldn't be in your thought process at all.
Why?
When we don't have the, because he don't do nothing. He closes down. He don't make no tackles. None. I watch him every week.
I'm not saying he's the one-on-one. He's not like Joe Linton. I'm not saying he's Joe Linton.
No, but what that's what I want. I want someone that can get around.
You don't have
get around the pitch. Exactly.
Bar Rice.
Exactly. That's my whole point, bro. That's what I'm saying. In the summertime, Partey needs to go, and we need to get someone alongside Rice.
Yeah, but we're saying for now.
For now, Jorginho's not the answer, and neither's Odegaard.
But we're not saying Odegaard.
No, I'm not saying you lot are saying Odegaard. Yeah. I'm saying though, when we haven't got the ball, when we need legs in midfield, and when it's time to defend, Jorginho's not the one to look at. Because Jorginho is our Eriksen. He's not the one to look at when we need to defend and we need to get around a pitch, or when the game's going a different way and we need to switch it up and defend and get the ball back. Jorginho's not the answer.
Yeah, for like mad pressing, I understand Jorginho's
Yeah, but when you're-
tackling,
but when you're winning-
tackling, yeah, but that's what
But
I'm
if he
saying.
sits in shape, what a 6 normally does, the 6 ain't running around like a headless chicken.
He's not, but I'm saying it's easier to play against Arsenal, where if Jorginho and Rice are together compared to if it's Rice and Partey together.
I mean, you won what 5-0 yesterday.
Against Crystal Palace, allow it, man. Against Crystal Palace, one of the worst on-form teams here. They're trying to get Roy Hodgson to go.
I don't think you're in Arsenal in a predicament to be, it's only Crystal Palace when you're 1 win in 7 or 2 in 8 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? So there's no point going, it's only them when you're 1 win in 7.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, you can. It can be both. It can be both. It's Palace, and we're at home.
Yeah, but you've been at home for other games, and
Yes, but Crystal Palace are in worse form. So it can be both. They're in worse form and they're coming to our ground. Yes, where Elisa didn't play. Eze just came back from injury not too long ago. Ayu's in the AFCON. Like, they're a weakened squad and they're shit. And they want Roy Hodgson gone. They're in bad form.
Yeah, they are in bad form.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It could be both, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying it could be both. We were favourites in that game.
Yeah.
Even I had us
But
winning.
then you didn't have you winning 5-0. That's
No,
what
of
I'm
course
saying.
not. But I had us winning regardless.
Yeah, but that's not the thing. What I'm saying is like they performed. They've performed.
Who was your
We
midfield-
played.
who was your midfield yesterday?
We played. We won 5-0, and it weren't even a great performance.
Yeah,
that goes to show how bad Palace were. Any other team, if we played any other team, that's not a 5-0 win. Even if anyone like around Palace's level, I don't even know where Palace are in the table.
Trossard, did Trossard play in the midfield?
No, he played out on the left.
So you played in the midfield for you lot?
Havertz, Rice, and Odegaard.
And you won 5-0.
Oh my God. Against Palace, boy, there's context here. Yes, the final result was 5-0. But if you watch the game, or if you talk to people that was at the game, they'll tell you that it was a bad performance. It weren't even great. Like, the crowd weren't even up for it. Imagine that. Imagine the crowd not being up for it.
What, the
and you
Arsenal
win
crowd?
5-0, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because the performance isn't there. And we had this conversation on Friday. It's like, in order for the crowd to be up for it,
They have to play well.
the 11 man on the pitch have to play well. And we didn't have to even play well. We didn't even have to come into second gear to beat Palace. But we won 5-0. Cool, yeah, we scored, great. The result was to get 3 points. But imagine winning 5-0 and still coming out the game thinking, that was a meaty performance, but we won 5-0. It just goes to show how bad Palace were. But what was I saying? Sorry, but we was talking about our midfield. Yeah, our midfield is very unbalanced.
So then you got to look at your manager then, innit?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He was the one that got Jorginho.
Yeah, but the thing is, he got Jorginho to be a backup, to be a squad player. But obviously, with injuries to Partey, letting go of Xhaka, he has now have to become a somewhat first-team player. That's not what he essentially bought Jorginho for. So I wasn't mad with the Jorginho sign because he was a squad player and he's played his part in games, innit? But
I think
the Havertz one has just made
play him.
a whole...
What's the worst? What's the worst that can happen?
Because he hasn't got the legs.
But we don't know that.
Okay, what happens when you play Eriksen every game? What happens then?
But you haven't been playing Jorginho every game, so you can't use the
I'm
same.
saying when Eriksen plays, because you've had injuries, that's why Eriksen's played more games. Eriksen was not bought to be a first team player. He was bought to be a squad. Okay, that's even bad on you lot then.
He was bought to be
Eriksen
first
was
team.
bought as a first team player.
He was Ten Hag's most used player in his first season. And
that's bad on you then.
And then, well, it wasn't bad on us because we were second or third, and
You
then
bought a man that can't play every game throughout a whole season, and you bought him to be a first team player. That goes to show more about Ten Hag than anyone else.
His first season, he was Ten Hag's most used player. So
I hear what
he
you're
can
saying.
play every game.
He cannot. He cannot. Just because he's done it doesn't mean he can do it, bro. Let's be honest.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. The proof
is in the pudding, because when Eriksen plays, how many goals you can see from the edge of your box because he's not following your man. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going off the evidence of the first season that
You're going off evidence of his appearances. He's been playing, yes. I've not doubted that.
Yeah, but
that doesn't mean he can do it every week, though. Just because he's there every week doesn't mean he can do it.
Name me a player that does.
We're talking about Eriksen, though.
Yeah, but I heard that. But name me a player that does it every weekend, week out.
Bruno plays every week.
So he
what are you
produces
talking
for
about?
us. He plays every week, but does he produce every week?
He produces more than Eriksen every week, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. 100%. Even minor now, he's getting more games now and he's producing every week. But I'm saying the reason why Eriksen doesn't produce every week is because he can't do it at this level every week. He can go Spain, he can go Italy and do it. It's a slower league. But in the Prem, I said this when you lot signed him. I was like, I don't know. If you bought him as a squad player, cool. But you're telling me now you bought him as a first team player to play every week in the Prem.
Who was the main squad? It was Bruno, Ericsson, and Casemiro. That was the main squad. Am I lying?
And McTominay.
When?
I'm saying he was there at the team. No, McTominay. He was part of your midfield.
You wouldn't get run out games like that.
Fred.
It was
him and Fred. McTominay and Fred.
Yeah,
so you had players.
Yeah, and then we got Ericsson. We got rid of Fred. Yeah, and it was Ericsson, Casemiro, and Bruno. That was.
But that speaks to your manager more so. You're telling me as if like you lot did well bringing in Ericsson. That speaks more to your manager.
We were second or third in the league, so clearly it did work. So I'm going off wise. I'm going off the facts, innit?
No, you're literally just going off stats. Literally, you're not watching his performance. You're not watching his performance. You can't be watching his performance.
Not everyone performs great week in, week out.
My point is to you, bro.
Yeah,
is that you bought an old man coming off something that happened drastically a few years ago in the Euros, right? Coming from Italy, which is a slower league, and then did he go to Holland after that? Did he go Ajax after Inter Milan? Because he went somewhere after Inter, I'm sure. But
but he came to United.
But there you go. But I'm saying, you're telling me with your chest that Ten Hag signed him to be a first team player. That speaks more to your manager to know that Ericsson, because we all know now, this is hindsight to a lot of people now, but I knew then Ericsson can't be a first team player every week. And with all the competitions that you're in, you want Ericsson to be a first team player. I understand why I understand even why you bought Amrabat. Because he's got legs, he's younger, he can get around the pitch. He's not as good as Ericsson, not by a mile, but I'm saying I understand why you bought Amrabat.
Okay,
but the Ericsson to play every week. He can play some games. I understand that. Jorginho plays some games. I understand that. But when you have all the injuries and now you have to play your squad player every week, you now see what the problem is and why he doesn't play every week. And why he can't play every week. Jorginho can't play every week. Ericsson can't play every week. But if you're winning the game and you bring a player on, that's what they're there for, to control the game. Because you've got the experience, you've got the tech. You haven't got the legs, but you don't need it because you're controlling the game. It's at your tempo. That's my point, bro.
Brother, I haven't disagreed with your point, but I can only go off the facts because that's what I have. He bought him.
Yeah, but sorry, go on.
Okay, he bought him. We might agree that he's not the type of player to play every week. I hear it. But when he did do it week in and week out, clearly something worked. I'm not saying it was the perfect system or the best system, but we got Ericsson, we got battered the first 2 games. Clearly we could see we need more in the midfield, so we got Casemiro. That first season was Bruno, Ericsson and Casemiro. It won us games, it didn't win us games. Do you know what I mean? But like, my point is, you're saying that he can't play week in and week out.
He's forced to play week in, week out.
But he might have signed up for that. He might not have been forced. These are all
I'm not saying this isn't Eric's fault whatsoever.
I'm not saying it's his fault whatsoever.
This is Ten Hag's management that I'm questioning. You've run this man to the ground. Essentially is what you've done to him. I don't think that was his idea, but obviously with injuries to Casemiro, Bruno's form dropping, or McTominay not stepping up, he's had to play Ericsson. Ericsson's better than all these men technically.
Yeah, well, that's my point. He bought that, so he must have bought him for a reason then. Or
I'm not argued that,
Ericsson could have said to him, right, I feel like I've still got it in me, and I took a risk. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not arguing none of these points.
I'm not saying you are, brother.
But I'm saying to you, he shouldn't be playing every week.
Yeah, well, now, hindsight.
Exactly. No, but exactly. It's hindsight now, but I saw it then. I knew it then. I knew it 2 years ago.
But you couldn't have said that because in his first season, he was playing every week. And how many games did we lose first season with Ten Hag?
And I'm not wrong. Again, hindsight. I said it then and I'm saying it now.
38. With Ericsson playing, he was his most used midfielder.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Just because he's played him, he's right. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is, even though we say he can't play week in, week out, in his first season, he had the ability to. Like I said, he might not have been great every game. But
that's fine, that's football.
Yeah, that's football. Yeah. But I said to you, name me a player who's even though he can obviously in the first season he could play every game. He was used. The facts are there. It can be done. Obviously now in hindsight it can't be done.
But both of your midfielders played every game. Bruno played every game. Casemiro played every game until he got sent off with red cards or he got injured. But I'm saying if he's fit, they're playing. So I've two out of your three midfielders played every week.
Yeah, this season, more Casemiro and
no, when it was Bruno, Casemiro, and Eriksen, two out of your three midfielders played every single week. Only when Casemiro got his red cards, McTominay will step in. Or if Eriksen was injured or whatever, McTominay will step in.
Yeah, because the quality's not there.
You had two out of the three mainly that played every week.
Yeah, look, if you look at the bench, the quality is not there.
No, but I'm answering your question. It's like who plays every week? Two out of your three played every week.
Yeah.
I'm just answering your question. You asked me the question.
Okay.
But I'm saying, but I think my whole reason as to why we had these conversations, like Jorginho is becoming a first team player, and no one really expected him to be a first team player, but circumstances changed that. So our midfield is weaker than where it was last season. Standards have dropped, ability and form has dropped from last season in terms of our attacking options.
Where's your star boy?
So why did you think you guys were going to win the league if you got weaker?
No, that's weaker in hindsight.
Okay,
that's weaker in hindsight.
Like
right.
now,
exactly.
now
looking back at it now, then yeah, cool. I'm not saying we're winning the league. I mean, we've had this conversation. We'll get into that in a minute. But,
crazy.
But
so I'll take it out. Never mind. Go.
Nah. Saka is looking like a completely different player. He's been poor this season. Martinelli's been poor this season. Jesus has not really done much. He's done okay in some games, but
ran them into the ground. Can't play every game. Probably.
Who?
Saka and Martinelli ran them into the ground.
Absolutely, I agree, bro.
Every game.
I agree. We have run Saka to the ground. No, it's facts.
Crazy.
It's facts. But again, we've been screaming for a right winger for how many years now? But again, that's Arteta's doing. So I'm holding him accountable for that.
Aylesbury Estate. That's your right wing.
Yeah, Reece is not getting a run of games.
That's Aylesbury Estate.
The drop off is quite big
in the game.
If he gets a run in games, man,
maybe, but I don't think Arteta trusts Reece to play every week.
Smith is coming back too.
Trossard's, he's done okay in games, but I don't feel like he gets enough game time.
Put him up front.
He's played up front. He played up front last season and done well, but again, Arteta holding him accountable. Because it's only recently he's dropped Martinelli. Only recently. Martinelli's been bad for months. So why Trossard isn't getting enough games, I don't know. Eddie Nketiah, he doesn't get enough minutes as he should. But yeah, I feel like this season it's a completely different team.
I don't like scoring goals.
But the thing is, yeah, it's mad.
But he gets games.
Do you know what it is? It's that, what game was it where it showed? It was the FA Cup game against you lot. I think that solidified it. It's like, we need a striker. Now, if Arteta didn't see it before, you have to see it now. It's in your face, bro. Pause. Like, we need a striker. So,
number 9.
Eddie, a number 9, an outright 9, not a false 9.
A 9 before winger. Or winger before 9.
I think we can get away with... Obviously, it's form why Martinelli and Saka ain't playing well, but we have got somewhat of a cover there because obviously we got Reece and Martinelli. Eddie is more likely to go. We can get maybe 40, 50 mil.
Jesus Christ.
What did you say?
40, 50?
For Eddie. If we're selling to another Prem team, young and English, we have to.
Young.
I don't think so.
It's young.
You win him off the books.
25 is young.
You win him off the books. You can't.
Eddie, we're not paying Eddie that much. We're not paying Eddie that much, but we can get money off Eddie.
I don't know about 40, 50.
I don't see why not.
40 maybe at a cap.
40, cool.
40
is probably 40 is probably the most we can.
You can get.
But I'm saying if we're starting negotiations, boys, we know the fundamental of the business. You start high and you end around the 40 margin.
They'll probably be like 15 million because we know you want to sell him. Start trying.
Nah, but we don't need to sell him. We're not in a rush to sell him.
I think if you want a striker, a main striker, I feel like Eddie has to make way.
Maybe. Yeah, Eddie has to make way, but there's only a couple teams that really want Eddie, and that's Brentford and West Ham.
Maybe West Ham, because West Ham are a bit stupid with their money.
Exactly. West Ham, they got money to spend.
They're a bit stupid with their money, so maybe.
They want to stay in London as well.
Yeah, true.
Maybe, but yeah. In terms of January, like I said before, I don't feel like we'll get
any major signings. I don't think we're winning the league.
Shock.
But I never once said this season, even before the season, that we will win the league.
No, you will for definitely,
Yeah.
but competing as well.
Yeah, competing for sure. I mean, we're there now. We're what, 3 points off the top currently as it stands. Obviously, Liverpool got a game in hand they're playing today, but we're 3 points off the top. So we're not playing well. I think we've probably played well maybe like 1 month, a month and a half during the season. Really, if I'm being honest, I'm being so real. Where we've played well,
Yeah.
right? Not winning games because we've been winning games, but it's not been. Like, nah, it's not been. Yeah, exactly. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry. Yeah, it's not been convincing. But we're out of the cups. So.
I still don't understand why you don't want this guy in, bruv. It's 4th season, yeah? It's 4th season.
Yeah.
All out of all cups, and you don't win the Premier League.
This is not 8th, 5th, 2nd. This is 5th season.
5th season, sorry, yeah.
5th.
Yeah. There's obviously been progress.
Yeah, there's been progress.
There's been progress.
We've
yeah.
been in worse situations. We finished 8th back to back, and a lot of people were calling for Arteta to leave.
So
we've been in worse situations.
Because your FA Cup, when you won that was an Emery squad.
Yeah, because Arteta took over in Jan.
Yeah, so since then, do you know what I mean, with his own squad and his own philosophy.
We finished 5th. We finished 8th, and then 5th, and then challenged for the league and finished 2nd. So there's obviously been progress.
Much progress. And then
Arsenal fans, sorry, go on.
So you don't win nothing this year, top 4.
Damn.
I'm giving him one more season.
You don't think they're going to win the Prem?
He just said they're not winning the Prem.
No, but
he's going off what I've said.
I'm going off what he said.
Yeah. Because he's asking it,
Because the way you said it, the way you said it was just like, okay, so you're not winning anything, yeah?
No, you're not winning I was going off what he said, isn't it?
I felt that strange shock, bro.
He said it, bro.
Yeah, no, facts.
Obviously, he's not winning the Prem out of all the cups.
They can win it.
You know, you're in Champions League.
Yeah, we're around the 16.
Oh, no, you're calm.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm giving Arteta till next season.
For what?
To win something. And if you don't win anything, and when I mean win something, I'm talking Prem or Champs. FA Cup doesn't excuse you for more years.
What if he gets 2 though? FA Cup and Carling Cup. No.
What?
I want
hard to please.
Champions League or Premier League next season. You have to. And if you don't, then we're gonna have to start questioning.
Is that realistic?
The premise.
How?
With getting some players out, improving, and getting obviously players that should have played this season, like Timber or whatever, like to get like a full season. Because you get Timber in, you get maybe, say for example, we get rid of Partey and bring in someone like
Vieira. I need to get rid of Vieira. Flip him. I don't want to bring him up. I went for the Vieira.
Don't start me. No, listen.
That guy's a fraud star.
Fraud, big fraud. But yeah, and we bring in like a midfielder. Like I don't know who's out there really that can. Obviously, there's talks about Onana coming in or someone of that structure coming in, which is more likely because Everton might get.
That's the 6 I want. What? No, and Meno. I think that'd be sick. I think that'd be good. I think
double pivot.
I think that'd be a good
in certain games. Yeah, that's a good midfield. Yeah, but yeah, we get someone like that, and then we get someone like Ivan Toney up top next to Martinelli and Saka. Then I don't see why. You can't go for the Prem.
No, there's going for it, like challenging, just like say like you're challenging now. But what I'm saying is, do you realistically think that is enough to say outright we should be winning the Prem hands down categorically?
I think
because if you're only giving
it'll be closer.
But you're close now already.
No. It'll be closer than last season.
I don't think so because everybody would up their squad. The
league
it's going to be harder then.
Yeah. Of course it'll be harder. That's why I'm saying we need to improve.
It has to be a Premier League.
It has to be.
But that's what I'm saying. It
has to be.
Is it real? Like, so what you're saying? The play. Let's just say you signed. You signed. Was it Tony?
Timber comes back for a full season.
Timber's back.
Yeah.
And you get another midfielder.
Yeah.
That you can say, hand on your heart. That team is ready to win the. Team has to win the Prem.
Has to.
It's an actual failure if that team doesn't win the Prem.
Failure. Big failure.
So,
yes, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
You should be selling players after then if you don't win the Prem next season.
Facts. 100%.
Top players, because they're not good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, 100%. We have to. How many more years do you want to give Arteta, bro?
See, that's what I'm saying.
How many more years and money do you want to give Arteta?
I think there's a difference between Arteta, you need to do something because you fumbled a year when you should have
fumbled 2 years.
Yeah, fumbled 2 years when you should have made top 4 and you should have won the Prem.
Yes.
But because he's done that now, you're going, because you've messed up, now I'm upping the pressure on you
of course.
to win the thing.
Absolutely.
When I'm saying now, it's not realistic because you had a better chance then of winning than you have now when, say, City now go make more signings. If Liverpool go make more signings, everyone else is strengthening, Tottenham, everyone is strengthening. It becomes a harder league to actually win than when you were going for it when you're second. So for you to go like now, for me, it's like, oh no, we have to win it or it's failure. It's like it's more failure from the angle of Arteta not achieving it rather than being realistic, looking at your team and going, no, that team Arsenal is head and shoulders above the rest and should be winning the Prem.
Do you know why? It's his team. He's been backed by the board. It's his philosophy.
Yeah,
every player that Arteta's wanted, he's got.
You didn't get Mudryk.
Look, I'm glad we didn't, but we got Trossard, and Trossard's done well, so that's fine.
Mudryk could have been a superstar.
What Mudryk?
Mudryk, Chelsea Mudryk,
blonde hair,
but he's not done anything.
Mudryk, who the fuck is Mudryk?
The left winger, the Ukrainian, the tattoo, big tattoo on his neck.
Oh, Mudryk, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Mudryk could have been actually a superstar.
But he's not done anything, and it's all hindsight. It's all if buts and maybes. Trossard's come in and he's done well.
This guy gets you.
Who?
Mudryk.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's okay.
He's done that, innit?
He's still not been great. He's still not been great this season. He's not.
I get your point. I get your point.
So, but I'm saying he has to go for it. I'm sorry. I've seen the team. I've seen the potential of the team from last season. We fumbled it. It was a crime not to win the way we lost it last season. Was an absolute crime.
But that's why you're literally just like, you're saying my point is you're saying it from the sense of he has to win it because he didn't win it the year when he should have won it.
Right.
What I'm saying is
you're being unfair to him.
Yeah,
but I say he should win it next year, not this year.
But what I'm saying is unfair.
It's unfair
because
to him.
it's a tougher. When you look at it realistically,
yeah, everyone will improve.
Yeah, everyone is going to improve.
As we should too.
Will improve. But can you say? Like, if you had to go and put money on it, Arsenal categorically,
depending on the signings,
depending on the signings, are the best team in the league, hands down, and should win. Like, basically, you're like Bayern Munich of your league, and it's an absolute guarantee.
No, that's not the right analogy because that's a one-man league.
No,
it's a one-man league.
But what I'm saying,
but
the standard you're given
is the one-man league,
Prem or Champions League. Basically, your team is a crime if your team doesn't win the league.
Depending on the signings. Depending on the signings and who we keep and who we let go, we should be going for the league and winning the league. We should.
I can say, I understand if you like, we've got, like, we should be competing for the league. Cool. If we don't, like, obviously you would want to win it. I get the pressure of you want to win it because you didn't win it before. But for you to be like categorically, hands down, we should be winning the league or it's a failure. I just don't think it's realistic because there's so many good teams. It's a tougher league to win than when you had the opportunity to.
I agree.
Can go, you fumbled it, whatever, you messed up.
But not everyone was at their best.
But that's what I'm saying, because
Manchester's,
it's like,
Chelsea's.
Exactly, because now
I agree.
Tottenham's, everyone else is
everyone will improve.
Yeah, exactly. And this season has shown that it's now become tougher to win. So maybe that was just the opportunity, but it's like you still just need to still.
So what do you suggest?
No,
Arteta gets another 3 years?
No, I think
because let me make this clear. Arteta leaves Arsenal, wherever he's going, he's winning. If PSG or Barcelona snatch up Arteta,
I think that's a big statement to make,
bro. I promise you, if Arteta leaves Arsenal, wherever he's gonna go, because he will go to a top club, he will win.
Could he do what Xabi Alonso's doing at Bayer Leverkusen?
Nope.
With Leverkusen, probably not. Probably not.
Less money. Less utilities.
Probably not. But he will go. I don't think Bayern Leverkusen will go for some. PSG can knock on Arteta's door.
And that's why I disagree, because I said, wow,
what's he done?
He's done nothing.
He's done nothing.
The potential's there for him. The potential's there for him. Same way we took a punt with Arteta, because no one saw us bringing in Arteta. What, who?
With his players, have you got to a final?
With Arteta? No, we ain't been to a final. We ain't been to a final. But we took a punt of Arteta when everyone was screaming Allegri and even Ancelotti before he went back to Real Madrid.
No one saw Arteta. Arteta came out of nowhere.
Arteta's not getting a job in the Prem if it isn't Arsenal.
Right, exactly. So I think another team will look at what Arteta's done with Arsenal and be like, what? Like, come over here and do this. Like, we can give you the same money that Arsenal giving you, probably even more, if he goes PSG, for example, and win us the league.
I just don't think
but
for the champs like that.
But if he goes PSG, so. It's a one-man league. So he's just winning something he's supposed
but he needs to win. Just win.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't think PSG are knocking on Arteta's door.
I don't think Barcelona either.
The only reason why Barcelona that knock might take long is because they have Xavi.
Yeah, because they got
Xavi. They're gonna get rid of him.
He's under pressure now.
He's under pressure. What? You don't think they'll look at Arteta? Why wouldn't they look at Arteta?
Maybe Arteta because of a connection.
Exactly, the connection's there. He's played for PSG as well.
But I just, for me, his name he hasn't done enough to warrant.
So what's the level do you think he can get another job at? Like, what's the level? Like,
I really think he should be like a Bayer Leverkusen is like
Dortmund.
Or even
Dortmund.
Like
him at Dortmund would be perfect.
He needs to build his
legacy.
Yeah, because he's got a second, but then it's taken a lot of money. And they like you said, he's failed 2 seasons in a row. So like it's
fumbled 2 seasons in a row.
He's fumbled 2 seasons in a row. So it's like, I get
he's failed because he didn't win anything either.
It depends how you look at it.
He failed
because he should have made top 4 the first season.
And he should have won the Prem.
He should have won the Prem.
He's failed.
But when you look at it overall, no one had us challenging City last season. No one, especially finishing off the 5th the year before.
But I think this year he needs to finish
top 3.
Because that way it's not like a fluke.
Nah, he's got to finish second.
And in my opinion, I agree.
He's got to finish second again. In my opinion, he's got to finish second.
I only said top 3 because third is the lowest you can finish. But I'm saying he has to finish first, second, and it's got to be third at the lowest.
3 points. Like, you got to be
fourth. What?
Fourth? I'm still giving him another season.
5th?
Oh no, he's got to go. Hell no. I wish he would finish 5th. What? I wish he would finish 5th.
Can you imagine,
brother? He will go.
There
will be a riot outside the Emirates if he finishes 5th. What?
But I don't think you should crucify him.
If United finish 4th, and
brother,
I don't think
I will be at the Emirates.
I don't think you should crucify him. It's the players.
Brother, I personally will be at the Emirates.
The players got him sacked
with a banner.
Damn.
I promise you, click this. I will be at the Emirates with a banner, Arteta out, if he finishes 5th. What? Impossible. But again, I don't feel like that will happen. That's worst case scenario.
You see the switch up? You see that? Wow.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know what will happen if.
Switch up.
Do you think they're going to make top 4?
Who? Arsenal.
Oh, you said
he has got to finish in top 4.
Yeah, I got to finish top 4.
Yeah, I mean that again. I understand what you're saying. It might be harsh, but that's really how I feel, and that's the standard I'm holding Arteta to. So we'll see.
God damn.
Again, it could be harsh, but that's the standard I'm holding into.
It's unrealistic, brother. It's unrealistic.
Call it what you want. That's what I believe, man. I honestly believe that, bro. Honestly.
Man said he's got to win a Prem.
I understand what you're saying.
10 so far.
So far?
Yeah, so
5?
5.
Average.
Yeah.
No,
that's an average.
7 is average, no?
No, 5 is average.
7's good. What are you talking about? The rating's out of 10.
5 is the middle.
5 is the middle, but that's not average.
Of course that's average.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about then?
Bro, average. But like you take a test. If you hit 50%, you're not passing.
What are you talking about? That's a C.
It's not a C.
It's a C, bro.
50%?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a C.
I don't know what test you're taking. I don't know what test you're taking.
Or pause, a D plus.
It's
or a C or a C minus.
C minus,
yeah, C minus.
That is low, fam.
Yeah. So what's average for you? 7's good. What are you talking about?
7 is an average. Anything anything over 7 is
7's good, man.
Even like 6 would be. Even if 6, if you
that's above average. That's above average.
Okay,
it's not average.
5, 6. 5, 6.
A 6.
5, 6. It's been a 5, 6 season.
6, 5. When you go with?
It's a 5, man. Just say 5, bro.
5.5.
Just say 5, man. Just say 5.
It's been a 5.5 season so far. Again, our season relies on Partey, man. Partey, do we need to do for about 3 months and then get out of here, bro?
Man said get
the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Give me just 3 months, please.
What would you say?
Out of 10, I'll say it's a cool 4.
That's a cool 4.
It's a cool 4.
I hear it though. It can't be higher than 4.
It's a cool 4, and it can, if certain things, we wish, and if
You made top 4.
if things click, like
Oh, if you get top 4, that's a great season.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm saying if things click and we get top 4, it's probably
Ten Hag's statue, bro.
no, what, and we're still in FA Cup, right? Yeah, and we get FA Cup. I think that's a good like
4th in FA Cup. That's a great
I think that's a
season.
good 8-9 season for me. If we get
That's like a 10 out of
That's
10.
a
no,
10
that's
season.
not, that's not a 10.
That's a
For me,
10.
a 10
Fourth
is,
and a trophy.
a 10 is like
This year.
winning the league. For me, that's a 10.
No, but that's not realistic.
no, I'm not, no, that's what I'm trying to say to you. That's why it's not a 10.
No, but I'm saying the standard for you is different from standard for another team. Do you know what I mean? So
I hear it,
the
but-
season you're having, and this season as well, where Tottenham are doing well, Villa are doing well, and for you to still get top 4 and to win a trophy, that's a 10-10 season. By your standards, by United standards.
Oh, well, yeah, by United standards, but for me, it's like an 8.
8.
Because I'm putting the league, it's a 10 for me. Like, that's just
I
me.
hear it,
innit?
I
Like,
understand
a
it.
10 is winning the league, bro. I mean, one day, hopefully soon, I'll say a 10.
Yeah, but if
for
everyone's on
Arsenal.
I said before, we got different objectives.
I still feel like we win it before you, man. You've been closer.
That's fine, that's
and
okay.
look at that.
That's what you believe, man. I honestly believe we'll win the title before you. Honestly,
I don't think so.
In the next 5 years, you both think you're winning the league?
Yes.
If we were to win the league, it would be
Yes.
us.
Yes.
It will be us. It will be
are one.
Arsenal. It will be Arsenal.
Yeah, well, obviously, right now, obviously, currently, obviously, Arsenal in it, but I don't know.
I think United will win the league before you Arsenal.
Ah, damn. I mean, we already betted. It wasn't even a high bet at the time, neither.
What was that, £20?
It was like £20, yeah. It wasn't even a high bet. I can up the ante now
Jeez.
on Cam.
What, before what?
That Arsenal will win the league.
Another 100,
before-
come.
£100?
Yeah.
Another 100 or £100?
£100.
£100 that
Yeah.
United will win the league before Arsenal.
Yeah. £100.
Okay. or-
Come. See, shake on it, bro. I have my hand already, bro. I have my hand already.
Nice. Nice. I love betting with PJ, man.
That's cool, bro.
Nice.
Yes.
So now we've got two £100 bets.
What? 200? No, got one.
We've got two £100 bets.
Yeah, yeah,
Two
yeah.
separate bets.
Yeah, yeah,
What's the
yeah.
other one?
each.
Arsenal
That will finish above United
Right.
this season.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And then United will win a Premier League before Arsenal.
Yeah, that's a separate
In
bet.
what, in the next 5 years, or is it just whenever?
Whenever.
Whenever.
Oh,
Whenever. Whenever.
There's no timeline.
As
long as we're alive.
No, because you said
Yeah, I was not.
you said 5 years.
I was
Whenever.
asking if
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you both.
I think we will, bro, because clearly, do you know what I mean? It's been there. You can't do that.
Okay.
But when we've actually been in the title race, 9 times out of 10 we've won. When we've
When was the last time you was in the title race?
Ask him.
but before last year, when was the last time we was in the title race?
No, don't deflect.
No, I'm not
Answer the
deflecting.
question.
Man
Answer the
City.
question.
Yeah, 2013. 10
you
years ago.
finished
10
second.
years ago.
That was at 2011, no?
No, we were never in the race.
You was in the title race not too long ago.
When?
United.
When?
you lot finished second.
What are
Well,
you talking
under
about?
City's 100 points.
Yeah, they were. No, but I'm saying United fans.
Oh
United
my
fans said they were in the
God.
title race.
No.
United fans say they were in the title
But I
race.
mean, they were in the last season. They were in the title race as well.
No, we weren't. Mathematically, we were, but
Yeah,
no, we weren't.
January.
if you're mathematically in the race, you're in the race, bro.
No, bro, because you
How?
can. Because realistically, your team isn't good enough to compete.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are Villa in the title race?
Yes, mathematically, yes. But we all
What's
know
the
they're
difference?
both.
What's
No,
the difference?
because-
here?
hold on,
What's the difference? here? What's the difference?
Because we all know at the end of the season, Villa are not going to be there. When Man City start collecting points, when Tottenham start getting their players
No,
back
that's
together,
okay. That's a separate conversation, though.
It's not a separate conversation. I'm
But-
asking your question.
No, but they're in the title race. Why are they in the title race?
Mathematically, yeah, because they've won enough games.
So what's the difference at the last season at the time when United were mathematically in the title race? What's the difference?
Because United weren't good enough, and neither are Villa. That's the difference.
It's like, remember Rashford's like just the golden year of Rashford. Remember
Last season, yeah.
Last season around
In all comps, he scored what 34 games. Yeah,
Casemiro, best DM in the league.
He scored like what 10 goals. Maybe 10 might even been a stretch. I can't remember. You got to do stats. Maybe I think Rashford scored about what 8 goals in the league last season. Maybe.
Last season.
Last season.
Last season he was on fire last
Like
season.
Wasn't that 17 or something?
Yeah.
High.
Last season.
Yeah. Salah.
You don't remember Rashford on fire last
Salah,
season, bro?
No, he
Like
was.
2 more.
Yeah,
But
that's what we're talking
it was
about.
in all comps. I don't think he was.
No, he got a lot of goals in the league.
banging in the league.
Didn't he get like 30 odd overall?
Yeah, oh, it was 30 something.
Yeah, all comps. He got about 30 something, bro.
I don't think he got that many, bro.
Got 17 goals in the league.
17
Last season.
league goals.
Ski.
Yeah, but it was by
5 assists.
But it was by himself.
What's that matter?
Oh, come on! I don't even know the goalposts, bro.
He's doing
I'm not
this.
doing the goalposts. We bro, we weren't in the league. You lot all say we were in the league, bro. But like I said, there's context to this.
No. Mathematically,
there's context to this. We had an unperforming Liverpool. Context. There's context. There's underperforming Liverpool.
What does that matter?
Because if Liverpool were performing.
But they didn't.
But we didn't. You were in the title race. But you was in the title race.
Well, I knew we weren't in the title race. We were top 4, but we weren't gonna win, bro. We weren't going against Man City, and we weren't going.
I swear you was like nearly top of the table in like December, January.
At some point they were.
December, January.
But we never got there.
Crazy.
We never got there.
So
we never got there. We never tasted what first
but
was.
You were in the race, bro. That's what we're saying. That's the whole point of this conversation. You were in the race, and you said that every time you're in a race, 9 times out of 10 you win the league. And last season was the most recent, and you didn't win no damn league, bro.
No, convincing.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
You know,
Smoky.
You know, in the title race is when you know you're top 4.
No, when you're mathematically.
When you're 1 and 2 constantly throughout the league, or you're progressing to get to number 1, and the consistency is there. Man United are not consistent enough.
No, you're talking favourites. You're talking 1 and 2. You're favourites here.
That's I'm talking the title race.
And yeah, we're in the title race now. We're 3 points off the top.
We're in the title race.
Villa are in the title race.
Even if you don't include Villa, there's still 3 teams that are going for the title.
Okay.
There's only 5 points off the top from like say 1st to like even 5th maybe.
And you man are really when Villa started the beginning of the season, yeah, we're going for the league, yeah.
No, but it just
happened to be in their favour. I get it, and you're gonna progress.
I disagree. And I'll tell you why. Because the numbers are there for Villa in 2023. They picked up the 2nd most points in the league.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. I remember you saying that.
85 points. Arsenal and Liverpool picked up 81 over the calendar year.
In one calendar year, January to December.
So the numbers have been there. So it's not like no fluke that they're there now. The numbers have been showing that they've been putting up this form.
Right.
So you can't just dismiss them. Like you're not in there.
So that's my point. From last year, the consistency has carried on.
Yeah.
So there's an improvement. Yeah, there's going up. Yeah, incline. Yeah, going incline. That wasn't with United. From the season before,
but you made big signings and then you got better. Casemiro. Who else did you buy last summer?
Casemiro,
Martinez,
Anthony
Eriksson, and then they were playing well. And then that was your improvement.
Hence why you were in the title race.
And then Rashford, and then they even made Rashford better. Rashford now is bagging. Bruno was playing well.
Yeah, he was.
So like everyone's level went up. So
I don't know. I just wasn't gassed. It phased me. Like I wasn't gonna be delusional. I wasn't gonna be delusional.
No, that's fine. You can feel that way. But I'm saying you was in the title race.
You have to agree to disagree. No,
maybe that was a 1 out of 10 times.
He's a dickhead.
Maybe the next title race you win it.
Maybe.
Never know.
You never know. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, man, the bet's on. It's on fire now, man.
That's been a good therapy session. That's like an hour and a half, right? Like a football match, right on time.
Century episode,
right? That's a good shit off our chest.
Yeah, it was only right.
It was okay, man. Let's go.
There's a lot of vim in this episode.
A little bit still.
Listen, if that bit ain't clipped, bro, he says 8.5.
Brother, that's getting clipped tomorrow, bro. Follow us on our socials if you haven't.
Follow on the TikTok,
follow
all of that. Let us know what you think of our predictions for the season ahead. Is are we bugging? Are we being too harsh? I definitely think Arsenal fans are being harsh on Arteta.
Way too harsh.
But at the same time, he does have blame on his name. You know,
5 seasons, 5 summers. 5 summers.
Let us know what you're thinking in the comments. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
peace, people, man. Peace.